the only advice that I'm giving you today, Kenny, is this. If you order an Uber or a Lyft driver and Tiger Woods shows up, do not get in the car. Welcome back to the Kenny and Ponie Show. Kenny, are you there?
I am here, ready to go.
Good. As we've kind of previously discussed before we started recording, you're the brains behind the operation, sir, when it comes to the technology. I am just here talking sometimes.
You're just there to talk. I'm here to look good, you're there to talk.
Well, you know. It's a sliding scale on that look good crap. You know, do what
it's all subjective.
Yeah, you do what you can.
Yeah.
I'm a little dressed up today.
I see that.
I went to the Cherokee Election Commission meeting this morning.
Go on.
And that's the reason why I saved it. I didn't even talk to you about it prior. Just went and got all they printed off like 40-something pages of the rules, and I talked to the commissioner there, and the guy that's kind of that runs the office.
Yeah.
And they were having me. I didn't actually even stay for the meeting, seeing how that I looked at the agenda, and it just wasn't something that I didn't necessarily needed to be at.
Yeah.
I'll look at whatever the outcome of all the minutes of the meeting and stuff later, because I wasn't even set to be on any agenda there. I just wanted to kind of get a feel of everything.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of going on over there, as you know. Went and talked to cousins afterwards. I went and saw some of my cousins, Nachi, and over there.
Okay, yeah.
And afterwards, and you know, talked about how big of an uphill battle running for chief was, and he actually even gave me some advice and told me I really need to look at deputy chief too, because see, they're not really with the Cherokees. They're not really like candidates like president and vice president. They are two separate elections, kind of like our governor and lieutenant governor.
Sure, yeah.
And he told me I ought to be looking at that too, seeing how, you know, I'm pretty fresh in the Cherokee politics, you know,
yeah,
and all that. But
that might be good instead of just like baptism by fire too.
You know, the thing of it is it's sometimes you have to go big or go home.
Well, true.
And you know, we've talked about. He asked me what directions and stuff I had, and his concerns. He's over 80. This guy, you know, my dad's first cousin.
Okay.
I went and talked to him, and one of his big concerns was the Indian hospital over there, or what we call it, WW Hastings.
Yeah, Hastings.
And he just felt like it's changed over the last year or two, and the doctors have an unwritten policy over there. They give every patient about 15 minutes. That's about it.
I have heard that from other people that's been former patients. So.
And I do not care for that. That's something that needs to be looked at. You know, sometimes, you know, for someone like myself, I only need 5 minutes with a doctor.
If you're going in there, you got a headache or, you know, a knee ache, whatever, and they say, here's your medicine, you know, see you and call me if you need anything.
Right.
If you're having a hard time breathing, your chest is hurting and all that, then you better get more than 15 minutes.
Thinking 15 minutes may not be enough.
Yeah.
It's ebb and flow, and you know, to be that's. I'm sure they don't have anything written down like that. I hope they don't have anything written down, that type of policy.
Probably a supervisor recommendation.
Yeah, I got other recommendations.
Sure.
You know, so
yeah.
But the big one, and I talked to my dad about this one. You know, one of the things, and they're not doing enough with Blue Ribbon Downs, the old Blue Ribbon Downs.
Oh, down Salisal.
Yeah, and something I think that the Cherokee Nation needs, and this is something that I had talked to you a little bit about it beforehand. I believe we are prime candidates for something like a Candlestick Park. And that was a park that was over in San Francisco, and it housed both Major League Baseball team and a professional NFL team. Okay.
Yeah.
And the difference, what I would like to do if I was going to bring it into somewhere like Cherokee Nation, is it needs to be the concept of how the Green Bay Packers did it. The municipality owns the Green Bay Packers. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
Cherokee Nation should own them too. Okay,
Yeah.
and make everybody junior partners. And one of my ideas on it is to develop a partnership with an automotive company, set aside some of the what they call it industrial park areas around
Sure.
Pride, stuff like
Hmm.
that. Set aside and get a manufacturing facility here. You know, be a partnership. Get a partnership with people. Bring in jobs.
Yeah.
Things of
Yeah.
that nature. Especially if we could find something heavy with electric cars. We don't have oil and gas over here, so we got
We've
plenty.
got we got data centers trying to move in, bunch
Well,
of them. So we
well,
got Google is the biggest one.
and we depending on how
Hmm.
things need to go with our water and everything, we
Yeah.
can adjust as
Hmm.
it goes. That's
Yeah.
it's our water.
Yeah.
Simple, not theirs.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I think it's a good partnership, and with I-40 right being on by Salisaw, we can't rule Salisaw out for something like that because it could really grow there. Uh,
Yeah.
Especially now that it's only like 35 minutes or 40 minutes from Fayetteville now that those highways are developed over in Arkansas,
Hmm. Yeah.
straight north up from Fort Smith.
Yeah.
So that's what we. Here's the thing. My big critique, and I'm sure I'll be doing a lot of it too, is that it seems like the people in office now are all about the photo ops, you know, and that's good to have photo ops, but you really need to do something substantive, something long term and because we need to generate our own and show that we can do that. We always could. It just that
Yeah.
just we have certain people in positions right now, and I'm being a little more cautious. You got to understand this. My old mentor was Bob Yaffe. From
Okay.
Cherokee. He trained me in iron and metal
Hmm.
buying and
Yeah.
selling before I went to law school. And he told me, he said, you always got to remember, he said, be careful with the toes you step on today because could be connected to the ass you have to kiss tomorrow. So don't be, I may have to do business with Chuck Hoskins and some of those guys,
It's not bad advice.
and that's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah.
But there's some things that they need to get going, and I think he's on his way out. I think he's term limited, and so but you never know. I keep my options open and things like that. So I just kind of give you an idea how that's going. Still
Hmm.
going with Pony Warriors, getting hats made for the Pony Warriors, PONIE.
Oh
And,
yeah.
and that's going to be for more the veteran stuff. The veteran. I wanted to run a clinic and show how a lot of the veterans are messing up on the application process and things
Hmm.
you know, and
Yeah.
just give a helping hand on that. It's about helping people, Kenny. And if it's not me, who? And if not now, when?
Yeah. Well, nobody's if the people that can't stand up for themselves, somebody has to stand up for them. So
I'm trying to do that,
yeah.
and I'm making it clear. I'm not trying to get rich on this. It's about the people.
Yeah.
It's about the people. It needs to go back to the Cherokee
Hmm.
people, and
Yeah.
that's the main thing.
Yeah.
So I want to go into some more serious stuff. Okay,
Okay.
I dug out my tiller. I'm starting a garden.
You're talking power tools. It's fixing to get crazy.
It's going to get crazy now, buddy. Okay, first of all, I got the electric one because when I was building my house, I had all these a bunch of tons of electric cords I bought, extension cords
Sure.
and all this stuff, and I kept it. I'm a little bit of a pack rat that
Oh,
way.
same. Yeah.
So I thought, I'm going to buy the electric one instead of the gas one. So I found one and I got it. So and it's not nothing major, but I wanted to plant a few things. I got some okra seeds, and I've got some carrots, and I've got a few potatoes, and I don't know. It's my grandfather always he liked eating raw tomatoes. He could eat tomatoes like he'd eat an apple. He'd put a little
I
salt.
could do that if they were straight off the vine. I could do the same thing.
He does it. He could,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm more of a making it into spaghetti sauce kind of person.
Sure. Sure.
That's me. That's more I'm
Yeah.
thinking. And those look. It's also it gives me some type of workout a little bit, get a little exercise. My grandmother had always kept a
Get
big garden, you
get
know.
you out of the house, and fresh air.
Yeah, and the food's organic. It's good for
Mm-hmm.
you.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
I did get some wild onions out of well, I found some in the pasture,
Yeah.
and I cooked a little with some eggs. It was pretty good.
There you go. Yeah.
You
Nothing
know,
wrong with that. Yeah.
no, no, good for the
Mm-hmm.
heart. They say the onions are good
Yeah.
for the heart.
Yep.
No, the carrots are supposed to be good for the eyes, but I ate plenty of them. Look, I still wear glasses.
I
So
still wear glasses too
I don't,
now. So
I don't know if that's just crap or not. But
the more carrots I ate over the years, the worse my eyesight got. So
I, you'd
yeah.
think that'd be Bugs
Yeah.
Bunny at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Carrots,
Well, right now it's prime tomato plant season, green bean plant season, potatoes. Your regular potatoes you're getting late on that. You can still plant them, but you're late on that.
Yeah, I know.
And sweet potatoes, you're still good on sweet potatoes. So
I think that's honestly, those are better for you.
they are. Yeah, sweet potatoes I think are considered a superfood if I remember right. So.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to someone about this earlier today, sweet potatoes, and when I was out there in Hawaii, they have one of their own, and ours are kind of orange, right?
Yeah.
Theirs purple.
I've seen those.
They have them on the local McDonald's menu. Like you can order one of the fried apple pies or one of their fried
Oh yeah,
sweet potato pies over there. Oh yeah,
that's pretty cool.
yeah, and they're pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're tasty.
Yeah, somebody told me one time that sweet potatoes would be the very last thing you plant in your garden for the season, and it's gonna be the very last thing you harvest out of your garden for the season. So, you still got time to do those. So
it balanced out over there because they also serve spam dishes for breakfast at McDonald's over in Hawaii too. Like you can, instead of getting the sausage egg biscuit, you can get one with spam on it.
Spam. I'll be honest with you, spam is probably healthier than what they're serving anyhow. So
maybe.
Yeah.
You know that was a big thing that they brought in during World War II for all the people that that were captured over in Japan. There are a bunch of British people that were and they would drop in loads of spam for people to eat, and they had like a surplus, I guess, over there, and so the Hawaiians took off with it. They love it. I mean, that sushi, all that's all sold right there. Kind of like how when we go into the convenience stores here and we have like chicken gizzards and chicken livers and things like that in the fry box right next to the cash register at a convenience store.
Yeah.
They have that. They have fresh sushi. They have spam, things like that. It's wild. Right in their 7-Eleven, buddy.
They're a little more access to sushi there, so.
Yeah. Hey, there's a trade-off. You can't get good milk there. Okay? I want to talk about that. Okay. I asked them one time, I said, did you guys ever have any dairy kettle at all? They said, oh, Ponie, yeah, we did. But they found out they'd cut the tops off of the pineapple, grind them up, and feed it to the cattle. But they were putting pesticides on the pineapple, and it was could cause cancer, so they stopped all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I bought a deal of milk from the store or whatever, it came from Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it was good only for a day or two. You really needed to drink it right then.
By the time you got it, yeah.
Yeah, you needed to drink it. Most of the time, people would hold off, and unless if they needed to cook something with it.
Yeah.
Okay. And drink, But it was strategic on milk. We no Brahms over in Hawaii, buddy.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. I probably haven't bought, if you total up all the milk I bought in the past 2 years, it wouldn't add up to a gallon. So I just don't drink. I grew up on like my grandpa had a milk cow, and we grew up on fresh milk.
Yeah.
Yeah. He milked it twice a day, and we had milk constantly. And now I don't know if it's a burnout or what. It doesn't make me sick. I love the taste of it, but I can buy a half gallon and half of it'll go bad before I drink it. No, I do buy like half and half to put in my coffee. Half and half for heavy cream, but as far as like regular milk, like whole milk or skim milk, whatever, I just don't buy it.
I'm moody about it. Sometimes I'll drink a lot of milk, and then sometimes I don't want any. Yeah, I'm not a huge cereal person anymore.
I'm not either. I was back in the day, but I'm not now.
I'm not either.
Yeah. And I
So
was a big chocolate milk, and I could still be a chocolate milk person, but I'm trying to stay off of the chocolate milk. So,
yeah,
because, you know,
I saw where John Daly, the golfer,
yep,
it, he hates to drink water, so he's drinking
I
Diet
saw that.
Cokes. Okay,
Yeah.
but now because the doctor's saying, "Hey, you got to do something other than pop," he drinks milk all the time instead of water. But he puts like at least a quarter glass full of chocolate syrup in it first, and then so I don't know what this guy
So
made.
he's drinking milk chocolate, not chocolate milk.
Correct.
That's
Yeah,
pretty funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
He's getting his water.
I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
that catches up to everybody eventually.
true.
Yeah.
But, look at him. He's he looks poor, but he's
Poor
still
health.
kicking and going.
Poor health. I wouldn't call him poor financially.
No, not financially. Yeah, health wise.
Poor
Health,
health.
he looks poor health and all that, but he's still out there winning them golf tournaments. So
So I have to do this to you whether you like it or not. I got to report a little news.
go for it.
Since you did not know who she was in the last episode, our Attorney General Pam Bondi got fired this week.
I saw that earlier today,
Just throwing that out there.
and I still don't know anything about her, but I read some posts on social media, and everybody was like, you know, everybody was supporting her, love her, love her, love her. But then as soon as she got fired, oh, she needed to go, and stuff. So
And the other one, they fired the chief of staff of the Army.
I did not know that. Yeah,
One of the Army generals that had
yeah,
fired him and something flying
yeah.
around. Uh, yeah, and I don't know all the details, but it's not
Mm,
looking good. One of the big things that Donald Trump and the whole administration and even all the Republicans that were supporting him, they were behind. He preached this. We will not have a war as long as I'm president. I'll negotiate out of it. Well,
I think he said that whenever he was in running for president, didn't he?
that's what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Here we are, wartime.
I
Yeah,
saw a social media post said there was a guy said that I think it's on TikTok said everybody told me that if I vote for Kamala, then our gas is going to prices are going through the roof, our food is going to go through the roof. We'll be in war within a year and all that. And he said, he said if they were right. I voted for Kamala, and our gas prices are through the roof. I can't afford food, and we're at war now. So
yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. At least the Democrats didn't lie, and that's all I can say about that. That's on they told there's no guarantees when you have people like over there in the Middle East. They've been fighting for thousands of years, and this glorified realtor thinks he's going to negotiate out of it.
Well, the terrorists or whatever you want to call them over in the Middle East, and once the people in this war, they could care less about our politics and who's in charge or what's going on.
That's exactly.
They are after what they want in that country, in that region, and we're just over here basically a squeaking wheel is all we are.
Correct. And it's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating.
Yeah.
That and
Turn the tides around. We're fussing between, pick any two arguments back and forth. And what if they come over here and say, we're going to stop y'all's argument back and forth?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Are we going to give them any opportunity? No.
No. You're right. Correct.
So yeah.
But
So
I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater here.
go for it.
The best presidential candidate so far, I think, coming up is Marco Rubio. Okay, the man knows what's going on, and I watched an interview with him. As far as he knows what's going on with the civil servant, the federal employees,
Yeah.
the other ones don't.
Yeah.
he talks. He knows what's going on. He knows the issues that we all face way more than Donald Trump's ever said. And thing about it is, he's about 2 or 3 rings down the ladder with the hierarchy, and they don't necessarily want him to be the presidential candidate. A lot of them are saying J.D. Vance, but Vance doesn't have it. Not like this guy. Rubio's got it. I like Rubio. You know, the Democrats, they're called. A lot of them are saying this J.B. Pritzker guy, which is the governor of Illinois, and maybe I don't know. I'm looking more into him, but right now, if I had to choose one, if you ask me who I would vote for right now for president, it'd be Marco Rubio.
Okay.
Right? He's smart. He knows what's going on. He's very upfront, and he knows. I mean, you can just tell he knows, and he's not. But the thing about him, though, I have a critique on him always. On everybody, right?
Oh yeah.
He goes a little hard on the paint on some issues he shouldn't, and which all of us do, I guess. But but overall, comprehensively, he is really a pretty good candidate. As far as globally and locally, he's got a good feel. I think. But anyway, other than that, I switching gears. I'm getting prepared to go get that horse and check her and make sure she's in foal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hope I have to loosen up and stretch and make sure I don't get body checked again in the trailer. All that. That's going on. You like how I go one way or the other on this stuff?
Yeah.
Well,
it's all good. It's what we're here. It's what we're here for.
I know. Sometimes I get tired of talking all the politics too, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
I do it because it's necessary, and we need to talk about it because we need to know what direction we're all going. But now,
pay some young kids to put that mare in there.
Right. I was going to. I know we this past weekend you and I went to the Arkansas Derby.
We did.
What did you think about the trip?
The trip itself, I thought was good. We had just some good, conversation. I don't know if you realize it or not, the radio was turned down the entire trip. We didn't listen to any radio, music, no nothing. We just basically just chit-chatted the entire time, and I thought that was good.
Yeah.
We made a stop in Little Rock and went to the Bill Clinton Presidential Library.
Right.
That was the only one I've ever been to. So library I've ever been to, not library, presidential library I've ever been to, and I liked it. I want to go to more of them. And then then the race itself was fantastic. So
right,
overcrowded but fantastic.
Yeah, it was crowded. It's a pretty area over there, isn't it? As far as the
well, I mean, they call it the natural state for a reason. It's real pretty over there.
Yeah,
and we wasn't even in the prettiest part of the state. I mean, you go further north, you get into the more better looking landscape and stuff. So
Ozarks.
Yeah, up into the Ozarks.
Yeah. So it was a good time.
I liked it. Yeah.
I had a winning ticket. Had the winning.
Did?
Yeah, I had to cash a winning ticket.
You let me get this right. You bet $12 and you won $13.20.
That's right.
Hey, winner's a winner.
You can't. Bob Babbert. He was the trainer that I pointed out to you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is what, and this will we could go to college football after this. Watch this.
Sure.
Watch this. My dad told me this. He said, son, I don't care how good of a horse trainer you got, but if you got a donkey in the stall, you're not winning the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
You got to have the horse. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
he didn't have the horse, did he?
He said many a horse have made great horse trainers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would say the same thing about football. Many a great football players have made good coaches. Because I'm not so sure Barry Switzer ever really coached anything. He recruited great players. He could have ran the ball up the middle every play and won back in those days, and he did.
He
Okay,
did.
and he did just based on great talent that was there.
Yeah.
You know,
With the wishbone offense.
exactly. And I would tell you the same thing has been the problem with Mike Gundy the last couple of years is he wasn't getting the good players. Well,
Yeah.
they were trying to do that develop thing.
Yeah.
And let's face it, they're develop them in junior college or high school now. They need to be ready to go
Mm.
if they're playing Division One.
Well, and then the NIL come along. And as soon as the NIL come along, his record went to the toilet. So
Yeah, yeah. So
because I mean now kids aren't dumb like they used to be. You know, we was growing up, we was dumb coming up through high school, come to college stuff. But yeah, now they know what's going on. They know their worth, and you know they know that somebody's gonna pay more money. They're gonna go to somebody else who can pay more money. So he fell into that trap. So
the convenience of technology, I think you can agree, it has been wonderful.
mm-hmm.
There has been some adjustments some people consider negative.
Yeah.
And one of it is that there's no more snowballing anybody. There's no more putting the cover over everybody's eyes and so you can walk through the fire. Everybody knows the fire now.
Oh yeah.
So these kids know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, back in our day, you know, you took somebody's word for it. You know,
Yeah.
You didn't know. So
Okay, so since we're on the player thing, I'm going to tell you one of the biggest gripes I've had at OSU. You know, like this. Oh, the OSU football team. We have not had, in my opinion, a game-changing defensive player since Leslie O'Neal in the 80s. If you remember him. You remember him at all?
that was kind of back before I really started paying attention.
Okay, well, he was a man among boys.
Yeah.
They could not keep him contained.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of a defensive end. Well, actually, I think he started out as a big linebacker, and he grew kind of into more of a defensive end role.
Yeah.
We just haven't had anybody that changed the game defensively like that in a long time. We've done well with quarterbacks. We've done well with offense and all that.
Wide receivers and all that, yeah.
We just never had really a lockdown for sure defense. We've had some decent ones, I guess, in 2011, I think, or somewhere around there.
Yeah, and then Malcolm Rodriguez here a few years ago too. He was he was good. Yeah, he's in Detroit now. So
I'm saying he's been more of the exception than the rule.
Yeah.
We need more of the rule for sure. Get a good defense. Defense championships, man. You know that.
Well, look at OU. Whenever you say defense at OU, you know who do you think of?
Bosworth,
Brian Bosworth. That's who I was thinking.
Tony. Yes, they were all American. Rocky Thomas.
Yeah.
Roy Williams.
So
all these people played in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Leslie O'Neal.
Offense will sell tickets and defense will sell championships. So
yeah, right.
That's what they say. And somewhere along the way, OSU didn't get that memo.
Right. It was a loud memo too, Kitty. It was
They threw it up on billboards out on the interstate, and they still didn't get it. So,
it goes back to what we talked to before. It's hard to recruit there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or at least money's going to make it easier if they'll do that.
Yeah, because you're isolated in Stillwater. You're so isolated from the world. For some players, it's good. They need that, but for a lot of them, they're not interested.
Right. I did check you on. Have you been checking up on the OSU baseball and anything? I don't think they're doing.
Actually, right before we started this, I pulled it up online, and I thought they were doing great, but they're not doing as great as I thought they were.
The softball girls are doing okay.
Yeah. Let's see. What did trying to see what their overall. They're 18-11. I thought they were better than this, but they're 18-11 overall right now. 3-6 in the conference. So,
well, the girls are doing better.
let me pull that up.
I think they've won 20 games, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Let's see. Teams, and where's softball? Right there.
We're not quite at the level of the OU girls yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah. It's not telling me not telling me their overall score on this page I got pulled up right now. Oh, here it is. Schedule. They're 25-10 overall and 7-5 in the conference. So they are doing better.
That's good.
Yeah, let's see. What is their next game? So that's February, March.
I think it's next week. 5 days from now.
Yeah, they just come off a 4-2 win against Utah, and then on the 8th, which would be next Wednesday, they play at Wichita State. So
I think the boys play Cincinnati next.
let's see. I had that. Let me go back to it. I believe you're right. Let's see. They play Cincinnati in Stillwater tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon.
Like 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock, yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you going to skip work and go to that?
No. No, it's...
It's a great stadium over there. It's nice.
They have a beautiful stadium. I love it.
Yeah.
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 Start of the season against Cincinnati. That's not a game I'm gonna use vacation day for. So
of course not.
With some planning, I probably would have considered it, but at 7 o'clock, the night before.
Yeah. Right.
Send my boss a text, say take it off tomorrow. So
sorry,
been super busy day or week at work for me, but this past week. But tomorrow might be pretty slow. But they would gladly let me take off if I wanted to, but nah, I'll save my vacation days.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure I haven't missed anything. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about something else, by the way. Switching gears just a little bit. And I was talking. This is more the garden thing.
Sure.
Huge bagworm problem on all my fruit trees. I've got a couple of peach trees. I've got pear trees. I've got an apple tree. I put those all in when I built this house up here. Actually, I redid my grandparents' location.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And anyway, and I put some fruit trees out. Bagworms are out in full force, and we have a tree problem. They're very evasive trees, kind of Bradford pear trees. Mm-hmm. Those bagworms all of those persimmon trees. Well, they end up getting onto my fruit trees, and my old barber, Charlie the Butcher Man Reed.
Yep, I went to him when I was a kid.
Yeah, I don't go to him anymore. Don't need.
I don't need to.
So he always told me to burn them. He's like, he'd get like a torch thing and burn them off, and don't have to use insecticide spray and all that. But there's just so many of them. I don't know about spray.
Seven will kill them. You can use like 7 dust. Well, 7 dust is a stuff you like sprinkle over your garden stuff, but they make it in a liquid form too, and you can mix it up in liquid form and spray it onto your fruit trees and especially spray it onto the bagworms themselves, and it'll kill them off.
That's cool. I know. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna look at that. Yeah.
You may be able to get it in like a pre-mixed pump up sprayer type jug too. That's
cool.
Already just ready to go.
That's awesome.
So but 7 will kill those bagworms.
Okay. Good to know. I learned something today.
Yeah. The farmer in me coming good for something.
Well, yeah, I
I'm
tell you what,
yeah.
I like
Well,
Oklahoma peaches. What's that?
oh, I was turning and looking at the TU and oh, that's not showing. I think it's TU and New Mexico State are playing right now in the finals of the NIT, semifinals of the NIT. So TU's up by a few points right now. So
Okay, well, I'll definitely check that out.
yeah,
I mean,
they're up 39-34 over New Mexico to New Mexico State. So there's 18 minutes left in the game. So yeah, if they win here, they'll play for the NIT championship. So I mean, it's not the big tournament, but it's still something.
right, sure. Yeah.
I would rather have an NIT championship trophy than a participation trophy in the big dance tournament. So
I don't know. It just depends.
depends on the school too. Where you're from. So
Oklahoma State needs to make the tournament.
yeah.
I think that's and I talked to a friend here recently from Stillwater, and they were talking about the coach, this Lutz guy or Coach Lutz, what I think his name.
Lutz, Coach Lutz, Steve Lutz.
We agree. He and I, we were talking. We agreed. It's got to make the tournament next year.
This was his second year as a head coach, at least at OSU.
Yeah.
So next year, I think is a make it or break it season.
Especially since how our last two former coaches are now in the
Final four.
Four.
One's a head coach, one's an assistant coach. Yeah. Yeah. So you can't say that the school is a problem because, or the person itself, rather.
No.
They were good coaches. Somebody held them back.
Somebody held them back.
Mm-hmm. So.
The administration.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Become the Cleveland Browns of college sports.
And by the way, and I'll get this out of the way right now. If OSU thinks they're bringing in Kevin Stitt as the next president, they should expect every Native American never to go to OSU. Period.
I will scrape the OSU stickers off my car if that happens.
Just letting you know. I just throwing that one out there for free.
This watch band here will get thrown away too.
Every Native American is gone out of Oklahoma State if they name him president.
Yeah. I won't say boomer sooner, but I was probably start saying woo pig.
As well they should.
Yeah.
Okay? That's yeah. Anyway. Leave that one there. Anyway. Yeah. Want to mess with our home? That's what you get. So
yeah, the rumors I heard was Stitt was going to make a run for the president of Oklahoma State, and then Casey Sherman was going to make a run for governor. But I just don't see either one of those happening. So
it's been like I told you, like the cousin always said, it's the candidate who steals the least.
Yeah,
oh, it's awful.
Mm-hmm.
This is what honesty looks like, Kitty. Whether they like it or not, I get rejected or whatever. I'm giving them honesty. This is what it looks like.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
If you want to reject it, that's fine. But don't act surprised. You get, handed the same plate of food with crap in it.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Way it is. Yeah. Anyway. I'm preaching to the choir here. So. Did you make it to church? I didn't. We went in late. Did you make it to church Sunday?
I did. I made it to church, and it was all good. I actually stayed up for probably 30, 40 minutes after I got home, and I got home. Okay, so I forgot about that. I got home. It was dark, and I don't have a porch light in my house. I got a yard light, but a porch light, so it's black, up by my front door. But I reached up there and got my key in the doorknob, or the deadbolt, went to turn it, and that key, I didn't even put any force to it, but as soon as I tried to turn it, boom, my key broke off inside the lock.
So, did you have to go replace the lock? What'd you do?
I did, yeah. So what I did that night is I went around back, and my back door's got different locks on it, and I did not know if I had lock or keys for the back locks. And went there, and thank goodness I did it, and I was able to get in the back door. But yeah, everybody was like, super glue and a magnet, blah blah blah. I'm like, I went to Lowe's for $20. I bought a new lock and come back and change it out in 5 minutes. So, but yeah, so I had to just put another lock on it. So, but yeah, that took me an extra 30 minutes to get in the house. But I got in it, and then I stayed up for, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes after that, and then before I crashed. But yeah, I made it to church on time.
Good.
It was good service. So, is your family do anything this Sunday for Easter?
Dad and I were going to cook out.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to go. I tell you what, I've told you about this place, Watson's.
Yeah,
has a meat market in Missouri. I was going to probably pick up a fillet or two.
Okay.
And grill out.
I've bought a lot of fillets there before.
Yeah, so something like that. It'll be just heat problem.
Yeah. The fillets are good. All the beef that they sell at that counter is basically grown by them, more or less. So it's all locally sourced and stuff. So,
did anyone get you on April 1st for April Fool's Day joke?
No.
Someone got me.
Oh yeah. I don't believe a thing anybody says.
Well, first of all, they sent it way early in the morning, like 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Waking up. And, all right, they just, but I got nailed.
Oh yeah. So you gonna share it with us?
No.
I did put on Facebook about the mid-afternoon. I did put on Facebook and said, made the difficult decision to go ahead and place both my parents in the nursing home. Said they just won't listen to us anymore.
Oh.
And my mom, it didn't take long for my mom to see it and comment on it. And she was like, yeah, I just wrote you out of the wheel in the last 5 minutes. Or she said, I just read your message and you've already been wrote out of the wheel. And
horse through the head, you're going to put them in a home.
Yeah. Yeah. So nobody believed me, but I knew they wouldn't. So
that's funny.
So, yeah.
But now
I saw some pretty good ones online too. So, but yeah.
I normally don't participate in that. I don't.
Yeah.
Because usually people get a little wacky on some of that.
Mm-hmm.
Little too personal sometimes.
Yeah. Back in the day, whenever you was representing me in my situation,
yeah,
I remember putting something on there like, on my way to Texas to work things out with the ex, and not sure if it's the right thing for me, but it's the right thing for my son, and
never say never.
Yeah, stuff like that, and there's a lot of people bought it, and they were like, "What are you talking about?" And getting mad at me, and people were trying to call me and all that, and then I was like, "Yeah, I got to stop it." Yeah. Whenever I said April Fools, they were like, they were like, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good. That was 15 years ago or better. So.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
So.
Wow.
But no, I haven't tried to pull any really good ones, in a while. So. I haven't thought ahead. It's usually sneaks up on me, and I'm like, it's too late to, plan for it. So.
Right. Yeah, I don't have the time for that.
I don't know if usually my mom wants to do a family dinner on Easter, but she hasn't said anything, so I don't know if we're going to or not. But usually I find out on Saturday before, so since I'm having a family dinner up here, but So we'll find out. If not, it'll just be just another day for me. So
Yeah, of
and
course.
then
Yeah.
I may run over to Honor Heights to check out the azaleas. They should be just banging out into full bloom right now. So
Yeah.
check that out.
I I don't know. I may go to church. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I haven't figured that out.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of figuring that out. I will say this, and I don't want to go into a whole lot of it, but when I got divorced, it really affected my church membership and going because we belonged to the same church, but
Oh yeah.
it was her family church because I for went joined her church when I got married. I just thought it was the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
She was way more, committed to that church. I've always been committed to God,
Yeah.
but the politics of all of it has always been
Yeah.
off-putting,
Mm-hmm.
especially around the locals. That
Yeah.
it's just too extreme. And especially once I started reading the Bible, and I did take the classes and all that, which was required when I did join her church.
Yeah.
He's Catholic, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's just one of those things where I just didn't want to run into her. I don't want to make a scene.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
I don't want to make a scene.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
and I don't hate her. I don't. It's just one of those things.
Well, well, thing about our church and Easter is I remember Church of Christ is you knew that.
Yeah.
Church of Christ where I go. And Church of Christ recognizes and remembers and celebrates the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus every single Sunday. Does communion every single Sunday.
Right.
So, and that's essentially what Easter is remembering the death, burial, and resurrection.
Sure.
And so it's like one of our elders said one time whenever he got up on Easter Sunday, he said, "Welcome to the church that celebrates Easter 52 times a year." So,
Right.
So for us, it's going to be, it's no different than a normal Sunday. Our preacher has a series that he's preaching on, and he's going to continue on that same. He may talk a little bit more about the crucifixion and the resurrection and all that, but
Right.
and maybe he may have integrated that into his lessons over the past several weeks, but as far as like, do we have a special sunrise service and all that? We just don't do that. So
Right. So there you go.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, no, I just it's one of those things where that's tough for
Yeah.
me. I'm not trying. I don't.
I get it.
I don't
Yeah.
want to make any waves when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah.
And don't want to rock a boat on that.
Yeah.
Just trying to be nice as much as I can.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so there's other areas of my life where I'm very vocal and outspoken. Just one. Okay,
That's just not one of them.
that's not.
Yeah. I get you. Yeah.
Can't do that.
Yep.
Can't do it. So anyway,
how's retirement going?
well, yeah, I find myself more damn busy than I was when I was working.
I hear that a lot.
I end up having more things to do.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of cases I've been working on, probates.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not exactly like I'm fully retired. It's
Yeah.
like, I'm quite in the middle of, and I'm getting more people wanting me to take certain cases. But like I told you before, I'm not doing family law and I'm not doing criminal. No.
Yeah.
Just
some cherry picked freelance cases.
Yeah. I mean, well, just something I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
no, I just don't want to do that.
Mhm.
If someone even asked me if I would consider doing prosecute, maybe, or whatever. After all the crap that Stitt did over here, no.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to get all the details. Everybody else can look it up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You just no.
Pick your battles.
That's right. exactly right. And moreover, I will probably, if I end up being, if I could actually, win and become chief, I would definitely probably look into changing some of this and
Yeah.
jurisdictional stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It
So it's probably not to your benefit to get involved in it right now
correct.
in trials. So.
Right. So exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Sure, you shouldn't have went to law school. See, you seem to understand the politics behind some of it, Kenny. So
I've had a lot of time to just sit by myself and think about it.
yeah, I thought about it too much, fortunately.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So
now, other than that, it looks like it's going to be a light night. As far as we went like an hour and a half last time, and I'm running out of things to talk right now.
Yeah, we're about 45 minutes in right now, or something like that. So.
Well, my thing is I got things I could talk about as far as what I want to do with campaign trail, if I was going to do that, and all that election stuff, and the Cherokees or whatever. But I simply don't want to talk about it.
Really, I'd really prefer to keep them, at or below an hour, if we can. So
this is going to be good.
This is good. Yeah.
Tell you that I am almost done for what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing.
Yeah. I do want to apologize to any of our listeners and followers that we did miss last week because Ponie had a commitment he had to take care of Thursday evening, and generally Thursdays is whenever we do our recording, and then I spend the next couple days doing the editing, and then we was out of town all day Saturday from like 7 a.m. to midnight, so we was gone, so we just totally missed last week, so we do apologize for that. So
yeah,
we're back on track now.
The reason is because the Muskogee County Bar Association, it was there, the president was talking to me about it, wanted me to do a possible continued legal education class on veterans law, since I out of the VA.
Sure.
And I can teach it, whatever everybody wants to know about it. Yeah. But I'm considering doing a CLE for everybody and kind of give them the ins and outs of the application process and what we're looking for, what they need to be looking for.
Yeah.
For the legal stuff. But I'm considering doing that. I don't know. We'll see.
So, but yeah, we just want to apologize to anybody that missed us last week. Say, where was that? So that's what happened last week. But yeah, we're back on track now.
Yep, we're back on track. So that being said, I'm pretty good. Is there anything you want to add before next week?
Not that's popping into my head. I'm sure we'll have a week to come up with things that we need to talk about. So
yeah, I need to. Hopefully, I'll get all this garden ready so I can tell you about what's going on with that.
There we go. Yeah, I may plant some tomatoes too. Depends on the weather, but I've been wanting to plant some tomatoes. So, problem is that I get deer will eat them every time I try. Deer end up eating them. So, in the middle of the night. So,
Michael Don told me that the rabbits ate all his or I think it was little pecan
rabbits. Yep.
They'll eat the little saplings or whatever they are.
Yeah. Well, the way I'm going to plant them now, rabbits won't be an issue. But I got 1,000 rabbits in my yard, but rabbits won't be an issue. But deer still will be. But I haven't seen any deer in my yard in quite a while. So ever since I used to see them twice a day in my yard before deer season. But after deer season, I haven't seen any. So maybe twice. So I think the deer hunters have maybe altered their pathways, so where they roam every night. But we'll find out. I may plant some, maybe four plants or something like that. So, we'll see.
What final thoughts on this? I want to do some shout outs. I want to shout out to my Aunt Louise. It was her birthday.
Okay.
And hello, Aunt. Okay.
Hi, Aunt Louise.
Hey, hi, Aunt Louise. And then I shout out to Stephen Jennings from Hawaii. They had a heck of a storm and flooded on the North Shore last week. And so there are a lot of people who were displaced. He was in Mililani, but a lot of people are going through some stuff over and over.
Yeah.
You know? And I wanted to give a shout out to that. And there's somebody else I was going to. Oh, my exploratory committee person. I talked to her in depth. She works at the Muskogee VA. She's on my committee. A shout out to Melissa Crawley. It's Michael Don's wife.
Michael Don's wife.
Yeah, and great gal. Had a lot of good talk with her about the direction of Cherokee Nation and where it probably needs to go. And she's a good one. And I see her as a tremendous asset. I just want to tell her thank you and say hi.
Yeah.
So,
Melissa, shout out to Melissa.
Shout out to Melissa, Aunt Louise, Stephen Jennings from Hawaii, Joe Lou from Hawaii.
Prayers to those having disasters out there. So,
yeah. So anyway,
well, if that's it, then time to go back to the stables because the Kenny and Ponie Show is over.
Same pony time, but the same pony chick.